All right, boys, welcome back. I kind of named this the Cardboard Crew. I don't know what we're gonna name this, but we have a Flipside and nobody from the Collectibles, but maybe somebody will show up later as a collaboration of cards.
We're
We
gonna
have,
keep you fucking guessing, guys.
I know, right? We even have a new guy who's a foreign guy, but now he's getting into cards.
I talk shit about cards all the time, but today we're gonna do some cards because goddamn it, I found some.
I couldn't rely on
Finally.
Paul anymore, so I had to bring Z into the podcast because Paul couldn't find any cards, I guess. So. Boys, I'm Dino. Boys, introduce yourselves to these lovely, lovely people.
I'm McClay as normal. I have all kinds of thanks to Dino. I have all kinds of Prism packs to break tonight.
I'm just glad
that Dino sent to your neighbor for you.
I am just glad that
you got for me.
I'm just glad you got him, dude. Because if it was me and you're in the hood like I am, dude, I would have opened that stuff and it would have been on eBay like that.
Yes, sir.
Well, I bought some tops and they're not even Mexican, so enjoy. You know, rarely does that happen that I buy anything out of the U.S. So,
well,
I went the same thing. I went one. I got two Walmarts and a Walgreen. So
I had four. I had four Walgreens tops when I was ready to do this show, but my children puppy dog eyed me into opening some. I got a couple hits, so that was good.
Yep.
We're already ahead.
Yeah. The Walgreens stuff is still, I went to 5 or 6 or 7 today and found none. Still hasn't hit out in Arizona. So
hey, man,
I think you're also competing. It's like a cycle because like there's other guys looking.
Yep.
And it's, did you hit it before they did, you know?
There was only one pack with me. I did Walgreens hasn't down in the hood hasn't restocked on tops. I found one in a affluent area in my hometown, so that might be something. But I looked around and did no basketball at Target or Walmart. Just
I hit 5 Walmarts and 5 Targets today. And I didn't find any.
Well, Walgreens, at least around me, they only have 3 card hangers.
Yep.
One is for the tops, one is for a mystery box of baseball, and one mystery box of football or basketball?
Football.
Yeah.
Which we stay away from. But I'm like, you're only really looking at one rack.
Yep.
If there is a hanger, it's empty, you're screwed, and if there's something on it, grab them.
Now, I should have talked to Nico and the boys or Heartless Art, they have Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Yu-Gi-Oh packs. I have no idea what that crap is, but they have them there.
Are these special Yu-Gi-Oh packs? Is that what
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
I mean, maybe we're missing it. I know we shouldn't talk about it here, but I am really drifting towards why am I not buying Pokemon cards? Because it seems to be the only thing that has transferred.
We do need to talk about it here.
Has transferred from my generation. I'm a little old at 42. My brother at 39 is a little old, but like I think it's about 37. If you're 37 or so, you got into it.
I'm 34, 35. Pokemon was
big, right?
Was in my wheelhouse, yeah.
I still got 7-year-olds that are in it, so I'm like, this is a big fucking group of people.
Phil Hughes, I always highlight Phil Hughes on this damn show. He's into Pokemon hardcore. He buys a lot of Series 1 Pokemon. Would you call it Series 1, McClay?
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast Series 1, I think is what they're calling it.
But I mean, this is the only thing that I can find that kind of goes that generation, because my kids don't give a shit about anything. Like 12 and 7, they don't have a single thing. They don't have a single thing they collected for more than a couple weeks in my mind. But this thing is it. And Magic is another thing, but I think that's a little more hardcore people.
It is.
We do need to get some more Magic guys on. I mean, we talked a little about it with Dennis Chandler. We need to get some more Magic guys on because Magic and Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, whatever. Yeah. The Magic and the Pokemon there's some money in there, big money.
I'm not saying there's not. I just in my head it's like, let's say Pokemon is Marvel, Yu-Gi-Oh is DC, and Magic the Gathering is like those independent guys that are like hardcore. Now they have the most money, so they're gonna buy that fucking elusive thing for the most. But in my head, like Pokemon's the Marvel where everybody wants that $100 version.
Yeah, and the good thing about those too is they're functional, right? So they're more than just a card.
Hey, are you opening cards over there?
Dude, what are you talking about, bro?
God
Oh,
damn it, we got cameras, man.
I
right,
showed the hit.
You're gonna get a $10,000 hit one day, and it's not gonna be on camera, and we're gonna be worthless. The whole point is you open it on camera and going, "Fuck me."
I told him
I just hit this motherfucker.
I told him all the time. I hit a 101 wasn't on camera, so I mean.
I was about to say, yeah. Don't give me too much shit.
My kids puppy dog me, and I'm like, you know what? If you're open, wait, here's my boy. Here's here.
He showed up. What up, dude?
What up, guys?
Perfect timing,
my kids
dude.
begged me to open up cards. I'm like, I'm videotaping you just in case you get one of these fucking $1,000 cards. I want to hear one of us scream, even if me. I'm not missing it.
Dude,
mind you, we're all flipping through them, and I'm like, I don't know if that's worth anything. I don't know if that's worth anything. I don't know if worth anything.
I faked myself out when I pulled my 101. I said, "Oh, this is gonna be another shitty relic card," and it's a 101 relic card. So
hey, one of one's one of one, man.
I told Stein, Keith, that I was like, I pulled a 101. Do I just quit now? I mean, it was a clearance pack. I mean,
no, it's like that. You go up a grade. You go for the best one of one you can get next.
Exactly. You need an auto one of one or some shit.
Yeah.
First regular blaster hanger box that I opened, nothing but I got a Nico Horner base. So
I got a couple of those. What's that going for?
The base cards, they don't, maybe $5-10 if you're lucky.
Right. I saw two of those in my opening with the kids.
Yeah, you have to get them graded really to get good money for them.
Yeah, well,
it's got to grade out PSA 10, right?
Yeah. And some of those guys from last year's set, like Tatis, I'm sure, and Alonso rookies graded PSA 10 will probably bring in a little decent chunk.
Yeah, and the Acuna from a couple years ago, so I'm going to hit 100 for just the base. And there's thousands of those graded.
Yep.
So the packs I pulled earlier, I got this Trout yellow.
Nice.
And then I got the Tatis yellow.
How's the Trout yellow selling?
I don't know, like $10-20.
So my children opened 2 of my 4 packs, and I had a couple things I liked. One is just a personal preference item. It's the cheapest card in the lot.
I got you.
I got this Ricky die cut.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I like those die cuts.
Cheapest card in the box, but man, I love it.
I hit a die cut in a hobby box. It was.
I got the Guerrero turkey.
Is it the chrome turkey or just the big?
The regular.
Okay.
But I did get a chrome turkey of the Lux.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Are the turkeys?
Those are pretty cards. Oh my god, they're pretty.
Are they doing anything?
Not yet. This was like $15-20 is what I saw. And then the hit of the day, which in the video we just zoomed right by, the Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Walgreens yellow.
Nice, dude.
So pretty good 2-pack so far. So anything now is gravy.
Oh,
All right, guys.
There's a check.
Okay, hold on. While I'm opening, I'm gonna break this real quick because we got a hit. I just don't know who it is yet. Okay, so it's backwards. It looks like a relic.
Oh, you can just see the thickness.
Xander Bogaerts.
Is that Red Sox?
How do you say it?
Bogaerts, yeah.
Bogart. Yeah.
And it is a bat relic.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Bat relic.
Yeah, and it is you have just received a Major League Material card from 2020 Top Season 1. And on the front it says game used memorabilia, so it's game used.
Nice.
Yeah, most of the tops are game used.
I got
unlike the Panini where it's all player worn.
Yeah, it's crap.
I got this here. Let me see here. I got this Mike Piazza. I don't know. Did you see this, Keith, yet? This Mike Piazza.
Oh, SP, huh?
Yeah. So nice. I got a Mike Piazza there, and then it came back with a chrome Miggy card. So, sorry, like a chrome base
rainbow
Miggy.
Foil, rainbow foil. Yeah.
Was it you, Shima, that had the Nolan Ryan card?
Yeah, so I got 2 SPs. I got the Nolan Ryan.
What's that
nice.
for?
I don't know. These
You
are,
want to sell it? I'm buying.
No, not yet. And I got this Randy Johnson.
That's dope.
I like the Randy.
I named a
in the
kid
middle.
Nolan for the love of God, man.
You
So
probably can get them pretty cheap. I don't
I
think they're
know.
more than $10.
I got these inserts. Here's a Willie Mays insert.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. And then I got a 1960s decades best Baltimore Orioles. And I got these two Bryce Hoskins just regular inserts, I guess. No fooling around and not so fast, I guess. And then let's see what we got on the turkeys because they're just here. I got a Yelich.
I will say, in these hobby packs, one pack had like a handful of cards, and the other one had like 3 times as many of like the good stuff.
Wait, what'd you get? You got the box, right? From Walgreens?
Yeah, I got the hanger boxes, and one of them like had like 3 or 4 yellows and some of the one turkey. The other one had like 5 turkeys and like 7 yellows.
That's weird.
Really
it should all be 6 yellows.
I don't know. It didn't feel balanced to me.
Huh. That's weird. I have some boxes here. I'll finish opening up these tops. Hobby box. I still didn't get my auto yet, so.
Keith, did you get a jumbo hobby?
Yeah, I did. I got the last one on my LCS.
So
Nice.
did anybody get the basketball this week or no?
I didn't. I found one optic blaster, just one, and I've been to like 20 Targets and 20 Walmarts over the last week. So
did you open it?
I opened it and I didn't get. I got a purple Matthias Tybel or something like that.
Hey, it's decent.
Yeah, so that was cool, but nothing else.
Hey, who was that Diamondback you were looking at? You said you should look out for. It wasn't Josh.
Zach Gallen.
Zach Gallen again.
All right, so we got a Jesus Luzardo Topps Turkey Chrome.
Oh, that's nice.
So he's supposed to be a decent rookie.
Chromes are just pretty.
I'm a fan of Topps Chrome, man. I always have been. And then a Trout regular base turkey. My problem is I got so many of these Topps. There's a Aquino, Aristides Aquino.
Eloy, but nothing crazy. Just a regular base Eloy and a Tani. Let's see what this other Walmart. I got another Walmart. I kind of marked them so I know which one was which because that's the other thing. Walgreens doesn't distinguish between it has usually Walgreens has Walgreens exclusive or something.
So you can tell by the code on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should say 83 on the back.
Yeah, so 8883.
Yeah.
So don't buy online unless they show you the back.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's got to have that 8.
Yeah. And this one's at 882. So this is Walmart.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then this is
What's the Meyer?
883.
Yep.
No, there is no black. There's no Meyer hanger boxes, or they just have the 2-pack.
Oh, is that what they're different
with the purples? Does that sound right? And people are ripping them open to search them.
Well, they don't have. Mine didn't have the purples. Mine were regulars, so I don't know if they just didn't have them in yet, or they just bought regulars.
So how do you identify those?
What?
Meyer purples.
Oh, I haven't. I don't even know the codes.
Yeah, it's the Boba Fett. I love the name. I never put it two together. People are calling the Boba Fett. People are calling him Boba Chet.
Myers is 884.
Okay. Are they hanger boxes though?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got purples already?
I didn't get any purples in those.
I don't know if the purples are in the hangers. I think the purples are in the 2-pack black.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's 2 packs in a in a little black and then a little carded, and then the purples are behind. But I'm not 100% sure. So I know that you can get purples in those.
I think there's 2 per pack. I think you're right.
Yeah. And people were just straight opening them, and then if they found somebody they liked, they would buy it.
I'm gonna go ahead and open one of these just because fuck you assholes are, and I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, man, open. Oh, here we go. There you go. I got your Nolan Ryan there, Z.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So
that's a pretty card.
I like that. It's a good pose, and I got a Jordan.
It's nice to get those Jordans. I've been lucky, and
I've gotten 2 in this hobby box already.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of funny.
Nobody's seen a polar bear. Anybody seen a polar bear or like a
I
squirrel?
haven't.
There's no one on eBay.
Yeah.
How
No,
would I
that-
see that?
What, the polar bear? Is it? It's
You'll
a real
know
polar
it.
bear.
You go
It's
to
a
the
polar
zoo.
bear.
You go to the zoo. Hey, don't be salty. Cool story, bro. Look at
I got a standard Ferrero.
salty.
Yeah, those super short prints. I haven't seen any of the reverse trouts.
No,
No. They're probably pretty tough to come by.
Yeah,
got a Topps Chrome Jacob DeGrom.
DeGrom.
Pretty.
Oh, I got a Gavin Lux base. That's kind of cool. Take that.
yeah, big fan of him, man. I think he's gonna be a stud.
My yellows were not great. Oh wow, this is a ugly card.
Who are your yellows there, Z?
My yellows. I got Jack Flaherty, Zach Galen.
Dude, that Galen is
Yeah.
hey, trade me Nolan for the Galen, Z.
I got a Posey and a Galato.
That Gallon is the Diamondback pitchers that I like.
This is Roger Clemens, the ugliest picture I've ever seen of him.
Oh, you got a Roger Clemens?
1990s decade best award winner, Roger Clemens. But oh my god, the picture's bad.
Oh, sorry, hon.
Ha
Oh my god, he's terrible.
That's with the Blue Jays back
This
in the
picture
day.
for the Jays?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Got a wicked stash. I mean, it's a rough picture.
So I got a David Peralta. There's your D-backs boy, David Peralta.
Yep.
Rainbow, and then I picked up a Julio Teheran. This is out of 2010, so that's a numbered card on a bag, 841.
It's a gold.
Yep, gold card. Yep. And then I got a lot of I got a lot of Hoskins, and then another decade's best of are these numbered? I wonder if they're like the I should look.
Some of them are.
Look at your inserts because they could be numbered like those Kunas. Remember those Kunas? They got that
Yeah.
out of 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a decade's best of Phil Rizzuto. Here we go. Here's your boy. Look at that. Nolan Ryan.
Sure.
Jeez,
Oh,
you guys
30,
are killing it.
35th anniversary.
Big shout out to Doc Joe and Simple Man's Comics. Big shout out to Brian Wood. He sent me a pic the other day. He picked himself up some Contenders football.
Vlad?
Yeah, there's a Vladdy turkey.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah. So that's cool.
I got a great card.
What you
What you
got?
got?
Decade's best Houston Astros, baby.
Hey, they apologize, man.
You fuckers.
They apologize today. Okay,
Yeah. Okay, it's all good then.
it's all good. Hey, they just cheated for a little bit. They're sorry.
Nobody gets mad at the Patriots.
Oh, well, that's true.
All right, so I'm going to start getting into some of these, or not some of these, the rest of these prisms. So here we go, guys. Prism
Ooh.
basketball.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Are those gravity packs? What are those?
Oh, no, they're Mega Box packs, Blaster packs, and some Cello packs.
Oh, cool.
I bought those.
And then
I bought
and
them in
then-
Myers.
there's a stack of
Oh,
these
wow.
from the Cello packs, the red, white, and blue packs.
Yep.
And then some of these cracked ice for the
Nice.
For the red.
Keith, that was in the beginning when we were all talking about cards and stuff. They had a buy one get one half off,
Oh my god.
and I just grabbed them all from McClay. And
Yeah,
he
man.
said, hey, you want to buy them? He's like, yep. So
Dude, they're going for big bucks now, man.
yeah.
The megas are hitting $100 almost. It's crazy.
So I'm gonna open up my Walgreens. We'll see what we get in this one.
I will say these Walgreens hangers are not very, I guess, balanced. Because like if you get one card, I see a lot of doubles. I only pay attention because my kids, my in-laws are in Pittsburgh, and like one pack we got 2 Josh Bells and 2, lots of pirate doubles. It was very interesting that they're all kind of like, you get one, you're probably gonna see another.
That's how McClay was when he opened up to his, right? A lot of dupes.
A lot of dupes.
A lot of dupes.
It worked for us because we went to a
Doc
Pirates
Joe
game
was
last
full
year.
Zion base.
my kids got baseballs from Josh Bell, so it was pretty psyched. They were psyched to see him, but in general, it's odd you're seeing so many duplicates.
So this might be a decent pack. I got Aaron Judge on the front. I mean, he's worthless now, but I mean, I kind of keep him around. I always pull Aaron Judges around.
All right. So I'll just I'm gonna put the
oh shit, guys.
The man.
Let him out.
What's up, baby?
What up, brother?
How are you guys doing?
Trey?
We're starting to break into the prison basketball.
I've been called worse, probably.
Welcome, my brother.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm so fucking jealous. I looked so hard today. You have no idea how many places I looked to buy. And Keith, and Keith knows me. I'll buy anything. I couldn't find anything to spend $20
buy
on.
fucking hoops and shit.
Oh, it was so bad. Anybody hit anything?
Not yet.
I got a Ryan
Oh yeah,
Nolan short print.
Dude, that and the Z short print he hit earlier in the day on the Bichette. Holy shit.
That's a nice card. I'm not gonna lie, but I wish I'd open it now. But
yeah, he's
my
got
kid
that.
was psyched.
Oh, nice.
I
Golly,
got
you guys are
35. Yeah.
Are you gonna
All
flip
right.
that one, Z?
Probably. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know enough about this shit.
Dude, I mean, we're kind of we've been taught. It's just so different because, like, the thing that's really throwing me for a loop right now is the PSA 10 versus the BGS 9.5 and the discrepancies in the values. Like,
Yes.
and I kind of talked about it with Big Leg last week about, he was one of the first people that I can think of that was looking for PGX books on the cheap to press and regrade. And if you look at some of the, like a perfect example is a Zion Silver right now. The BGS 9.5s they're about $1,000, but the PSA 10s are closing in on $2,500.
Oh my
God! Now in my comic book brain, the way that we kind of been trying to think, I'm like, why don't I buy 4 or 5 BGS 9.5s?
Yeah.
And take a shot.
them.
Yeah, and because here's the thing is the silver, the high grade silver raws are going for $750. And that gap, that $200 gap between the high grade raws and those 9.5s just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm really having a hard time trying to think if that's a viable way or not.
I agree with you. I think that's worth taking a shot on.
That's almost like CBCS and regrading it through CGC.
Yep. But at the same point in time, I just can't sell anything. I like all my shit too much.
I haven't either.
Well, here's the thing I struggle with.
My
is
auto
Ooh!
sucked. It sucked.
Who is that?
I don't know. Abraham Toro. Never heard.
I got
of
the same shitty auto in my.
I was like, what the
jumbo box.
fuck? Really?
Yeah.
The
Hey,
same
Keith.
guy?
No, it's
Okay.
some.
At least
Dr.
it's
Joe
the-
was saying he's some old prospect from the Phillies. That's nobody. I have never even heard of him. And it's that same baseball stars sticker auto bullshit.
My
Nice.
yellows didn't work out. I got JP Crawford, Ian Desmond, Aaron. Oh, it's a rookie, but it's a Cleveland Indians guy, Aaron Savali.
Huh.
Cleveland, I guess.
Mm-mm.
And then Paul Goldsmith, and of course the one-on-one guy I hit, Tanaka.
Look at that.
Tanaka's
That's a
my boy,
cool
man.
card.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's I had lunch with my friend and I was trying to explain to him about what's kind of going on sports cards. He's like, how do you explain it? And I was like, it's the influx of European and Asian markets. I was like, with Rui Hachimura in Washington, a natural spot like that.
It was a
I
Griffey.
mean, and then,
Oh, cool.
wow.
It's a top choice 2011, it says, insert, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you get a King Griffey in a pack, it's a good pack.
I agree.
Well, here's where I struggle with sports cards. Though, is like in my brain, comics they're hot sell, hot sell, hot sell. Cards like they're hot, but they can get better.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
They cool off too. They cool off.
Yeah, I mean, people get injured. And I mean, what's funny
Yeah,
is
exactly.
you can watch like the Patrick Mahomes
Yep.
PSA 10 silvers. Like they peaked at the Super Bowl, but in 2 months they'll lose $300-400 worth of value, and then he'll throw 4 touchdowns the first week of the season, and that card will jump up $500 again. It's just the volatility on some, like the Giannis's, the Lucas. I mean, the Acunas.
Yep.
All those high-end cards. I mean, the volatility. I mean, there's fluctuations in $300 to
you could be a day
$400.
trader on these cards.
Dude, there's a guy that Doc Joe found. I'll find it while we talk.
I know who you're talking about. The baseball guy that's standing behind the in front of the liquor cabinet.
Yeah, has the blue background. He's like he's a professional, whatever it is. But
he does prospects. He
says,
yeah.
Joe signed up for that service. It's like $50 a month, and this guy created. It's basically kind of like an Excel version of Cover Price.
Oh,
yeah.
Huh.
It tracks a whole bunch of things, and Doc Joe said it was nothing like that on the card market right now. He said
there's one for Doc Joe.
Acuna?
No.
Oh, sorry. Aquino. Well,
Aquino.
fuck, you know me. I can't fucking pronounce.
Yeah. Same thing.
Did you get your haircut, Keith? What's going on?
I did. Yeah, I got my haircut.
You looking sexy, buddy.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
No, I'm with you with the whole BGS 9.5 because I mean, like, you gotta think people are trying to get the black label right, and that's why they're submitting for 10s. So you know it's going to be a 10 PSA. You know.
You figure that the odds, especially if all the subgrades are 9.5.
Yep. It's a 10.
You figure that
people pay more for those though, right?
They do.
Yeah.
I did, but it's
the quad
still
9.5s.
It's still not necessarily the
cream of the crop.
Yeah, the PSA, which
I just like the way PSAs look too.
I like the fact that there's not 4 grades on it.
Yep.
Because here's the thing is if you have a good night, let's say if you have and Keith said it best, let's say you have a beautiful card and you got a 9.5 corners, 9.5 this, and then you got a 9 surface. It just people like me that almost had that weird ass.
You're like, nope.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm in the same boat, dude. I'd be in the same boat. It'd be like it almost we talked about this way back when we were in the G Plus era, right? It's like in comic books. If you have a 9.8 and it's got 2 spine ticks on it and you look at it, it's not a 9.8, right? Or 3 spine. There's you can brag that you got a 9.8, but you got a blessed gift. I mean, that's what it is, right?
You know deep in your heart when it's sitting in that box at night that's a 9.4.
Yep. I mean, you can sell it, and I mean, the problem is if you have like you said, I mean, if it goes to U-Tray or somebody like us, if you get that on eBay, right, and you don't look at the listing real good, you're like, oh, it's a 9.8, but you get that in your hand, you're like, dude, that's not a 9.8.
Yeah, going to the Raz room.
Yep. I'm super stoked, dude. This is
So you found some optic, huh, Brian?
I found one blaster of optic. Right now I'm opening up the prism that Dino sent me, and I just got 2 hits.
Oh, sorry.
Let me
wow.
Are you ready? Are you ready? It's a
Zion.
It's a Zion auto and a John Morant auto 101. Ready?
Nope, base Zion.
Fuck, $100 bill.
And a jaw green, but it's all like crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's something to talk. I mean, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but Keith brought it up to me. There are not many jaws in good shape at all. No. I mean, majority of the jaws have a 70-30 centering problem, it looks like. So if you have faith in jaw like Keith does and a couple other people we've talked about, that might be one. Do you want to get a PSA 10 before it gets above that $1,000 mark? Because there's not going to be many of them. I mean, if you look at the cut and the centering on a majority of them, I mean, it's just not a very centered card, and that's all the colors too.
Same with the Zions on the colors. I've noticed a lot of them are all centered.
Yep.
There was a guy on Blowout selling a white sparkle jaw for $4,000, and I mean, I'm not joking. It was an 80-20. I mean, it was so bad. It's like, God, that's the most beautiful card I've ever seen, but I couldn't own it.
So I pulled another Doc Joe card. It's the turkey box topper of Aquino.
Oh shit, the box topper, huh?
Yeah, so it's this card is like huge, dude. Here.
Topps has done a good job loading up that product with the
What's the box topper versus the other?
Like, huge. Look how big the card is.
Oh, what? How? Wow.
Huh. And so that came in a retail box or
hobby.
Hobby.
Did you open your silvers already, Keith?
No, I did not. I got them in here.
Yeah, we need to. I'm seriously. If we need to order a case, if we ever decide to order a case as a group, we need to fly Brian and Keith to the same place and have them open it together. With their luck combined, we're hitting superfractors and fucking King Griffey Jr. is coming to our house and mowing our lawn and shit.
Don't let me fucking even look at it.
Oh man, no, same with you. I've never pulled a card. I think I pulled one good card in 3 years. You can ask Keith, and it was a Trae Young, and I almost fucking shoned it live on TV when I pulled it. I did. I almost tore it up. I remember it very specifically. Keith's like, no, don't do that. That could be good. Keith was right. Keith's right about a majority of card things. I figured
I'm
out.
not. No, I'm not.
Keith,
Oh, cool. I got the Gavin Lux in the,
Ooh,
the
nice.
Mojo,
Oh fuck! Is that
I love
numbered?
those Mojos,
in
man.
the silver pack.
$100, right?
No, not. I don't think so. I don't know.
He's dude. They're buying. I looked at Lux and Alvarez cards.
I think that's at least
I got
$100 card.
I got a McKay too. So pretty cool couple rookies.
Those,
You need to check that out. I don't think it's cheap.
those people are. Here's the thing about your camo card you got. I mean, your gold. I mean, there's people that collect sets of those. If Bichette hits, and he's anything. I mean, that card that could be like an Acuna bat down times 20 as far as rarity. That could be an interesting card. I mean, you could pay for your boxes right now and probably buy a couple pizzas for your kids and come out ahead too. But that's it. That's what you said. It's interesting to think about.
Shit. Well, this whole sports card thing is a different thing. You got to play long term versus short term.
You know what I like about sports cards though is that the speculation isn't controlled by the writers of the comics.
That's for true.
Nico,
Okay.
fuck, you're on fire. Everyone is.
Oh, here's one for
Oh, here's another one.
here's for McClay.
Well,
got you.
Gallon, nice. I love that kid. I'm telling you, I think that kid's gonna be a stud.
Not bad. So I got 4 rookies out of the 2 packs.
But the thing I liked about sports cards and it drew me back into it was the fact is it wasn't controlled by you know I talked about it before. CBSI got to the point where, like I said, I mean, if any of a certain 25 to 30 people posted about something, eBay's drying up. I mean, it got to that point where.
Well, now, do you know what's happening now? Is those YouTubers? There's a couple of YouTubers with big influences that they mention a comic and they can just boom, it's gone, dude. They'll buy it all up.
Yeah.
Oh, example is that
Comic Jim guy's one of them.
Comic Tom, Detective
Lord,
Comic.
Lord of the Long Box.
Oh, that guy. People like that guy.
Dude,
dude.
He's. I don't know if his
The only people
or
we should
not,
believe
but-
in is Topher.
Yes.
Topher fucking researches the piss out of it all.
Topher.
You know what's funny is I still got these prisms.
Hey,
I still got
Trey.
all these prisms from like way
I'm
back
gonna
in the
make
day.
you jealous. I'm gonna meet Topher.
No shit.
Huh? Where?
You going to
I'm going to-
Massachusetts?
I'm going towards Boston for a con, and Topher's coming.
That's fucking rare. Like 6 years and finally get a Topher appearance. That's good though.
Dude, he's on my list of people that are just so much character. I'm not even sure he's real.
I didn't think Tim Walker was real until I met him. So I mean, I thought Tim Walker was a computer simulation. Ran. In
I'm actually gonna
Silicon Valley.
I'm gonna catch Topher, Sean, and DeVoe in the same 2-week period.
I've done the DeVoe Sean deal multiple times. I can promise you that's a good time.
Yeah, 2 weekends.
DeVoe got really into the Prism basketball.
Yeah, I got a Trey Young rated rookie from that too, from that Don Russ era, man. I don't know, man. I don't even know if these cards are worth anything. Probably not.
It's all about the hits, man, and that's the only unfortunate thing. But like he said, if you can get some good base and grade them, they can net you some money. You can make money off of them. I mean,
Yep.
I'm gonna open this other box just because now I'm getting jealous. It's been a long
No,
time.
I've
Just
opened
like 10 minutes.
opened 2 packs of Topps 2, and that was the only thing. But I'm good with that. I pack searches, by the way. I 100% admit it. They had gravity feeds, and I fucking felt for the fat packs, and that's the only ones I bought.
There you go.
So you got a bunch of relics?
I did. They're all shit except for the trout, which I'm happy about. The other relic I got was a Mookie Betts, but it was numbered.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it
Dude,
was
Mookie Betts could blow up now if he's on the Dodgers. If the
Did
Dodgers
Keith,
do anything?
I think I fucked up and bought one of those too. I think
Michael
I got,
Porter?
No, I got intoxicated and bought that DiVincenzo.
Oh, well, I don't know, dude.
He's starting for the Bucks. He's been playing a lot more minutes for the Bucks.
Ah, dude.
There's the same problem of drunken buying in
Oh,
cards as the comics.
It's worse. This is so worse. Like I said, I'll look at a box score and see a guy score fucking 25 points at a G League game, and next thing you know, I'm buying shit from Asia and Taiwan.
Man, this has been rough. I pulled some nice cards, but I was expecting more Zions. Ooh, nice.
Keith and I, at one point in time, we were getting our ass handed to us so badly in Prism that we figured out buying singles, and we bought a whole bunch of Jaren Jacksons and Trey Youngs like that. I picked up a Trey Young PSA Silver last year for $100, and I mean just a bunch of stuff like that because I mean that's one.
He doesn't get the love because he's in Atlanta.
Yeah,
right,
and he's got the worst hairline in the fucking. I mean, guy looks like he's got mange.
Between him and LeBron.
Oh, it's bad. And he went to OU, and no one likes anyone who went to fucking OU.
That's true.
So same pack. I got the Walmart yellow Grandal, and I don't know, is it silver?
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's weird to get the same freaking.
You get a double sometimes. It's even weirder when did you pull them together? Oh, sorry.
They're like right next to each other. Yeah, it's like weird.
Out of all the books, the Nintendo Power makes the wall of 4. See, I'm not mad at all. I can't believe that. Is that a 9.8?
No, it's a 9.2. I got a 9.6, but I didn't want to keep it.
All right, guys.
What's your grill right now?
Mine?
What are you hunting?
Foreign.
I know that.
Very little right now. Honestly, I'm not buying much. I bought one comic. I'll show you. Why not?
Yeah, do it up, dude. Hold on.
First Frazetta.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah.
First Frazetta artwork. It's actually second copy, but got it cheap as hell.
Dude, I still like the CBCS label.
This is
That's a good looking book. Wow.
Gen 2. That's a cool card, but not probably worth any. Ted Williams, one of those die cut.
That's not worth anything?
I don't know. I haven't looked, but probably not as much.
I don't think so.
That's what sucks when you get one of those inserts that you know in your heart's not worth its shit, but you look on eBay anyway, hoping it's worth $8,000.
Yep.
A Kuna Turkey.
Okay.
I like those turkey cards. They're different. They're a lot gintery, obviously, but
Are you stoked for the A&G garbage can next year for this release? They're gonna put the garbage can in, I bet.
I hope so, dude.
that would
I
be
would love it.
A 1-on-1 garbage can.
That would be. Has any more polar bears sold?
I haven't. Keith was
What
saying.
does a polar bear look like, please?
It's a
Just
legit
a polar bear.
Polar bear, dude.
I got it. Here, I'll show him.
I don't know how else to describe it
Yeah.
other than a white furry bear.
So I picked up a Luca, a Revolution Luca.
Nice.
You have your oh wow. Do you have those Jaren Jackson gem mint or those precious metal card that you have?
Oh,
You have them handy?
There you go, Z.
Pop one of those up.
For the love of God.
So
I
they
love
got,
I got
they
the
got
card.
that one, and they got the squirrel.
Are those? What do those go for?
The squirrel is funny, man.
This one goes for about, what did you say? What was it, Keith? Was he had like $8,000 or something? I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty expensive. I'll be right back.
Why is it expensive?
It's so hard to get. It's like a case hit if you're lucky.
Case hit. So
It's like the old Lombardi autograph and Pro Set.
Yeah, the Lombardi hologram. I bought 4 of those in the last like 10 years, dude. They're cheap.
I never got one. I
sent in 4 to get graded, and they it's very hard to grade because they have this chipping on the back. So I finally just bought a graded one, and I have like 2 or 3 raw that I'm sitting on.
That was it. That and the Payne Stewart.
Yep.
And then there was a Santa Claus. Do you remember the Santa Claus too?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the
Super
first
Pro.
chase card ever.
It's up there. That and the 91 Upper Deck baseball Michael Jordan. Remember that one?
I do.
yeah.
Oh,
Trey.
yeah. Hey, Keith, if Jaren Jackson hits,
sorry, dude.
Keith may have the coolest, rarest Jaren Jackson of all. That's a real gem in there.
Silver ounce.
An ounce of silver, Jaren Jackson. Yeah, Keith found those last year and was on them and picked up a couple for really good. Yeah.
I got 2 out of 22.
I don't think I got a single. Oh wait. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't think I got one fucking numbered card. I got a Max Sansi out of 2020. That's it.
Max Sansi.
Max
That's-
Muncy.
Oh, that's not that bad. Once he hit 38 bombs last year.
Dude, the Dodgers are gonna be so sick.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Fuck the Dodgers.
I agree.
I know. I hate them, dude.
Well, it's better than Detroit, man. We're gonna go like at least 100 losses this year, I bet.
I saw Cabrera re-signed.
Oh,
That didn't make
Why
any
did they re-sign Cabrera?
they're idiots. Dude, honestly, Cabrera could have been how would I say this? Cabrera could have been a Derek Jeter of Detroit if he learned how to speak English. He doesn't do any commercials. He doesn't do any of that stuff. He doesn't want to be part of Detroit.
He hits home runs and eats fucking churros and shit by the truck full.
And he gets drunk in his fucking Jeep and gets pulled over for it.
Nice.
Dude, do you see his stats?
That's a role model for you.
Did you guys see the Blue Jays catcher get caught jacking off in the Dollar Tree parking lot at spring training?
Yeah.
Or was he pissing? Was he pissing or is he actually jacking off?
The article I said he was caught masturbating to pornography in his car in a Dollar Tree parking lot.
Yep.
You know why I hate that? Because I have 2 Reese McGuire on-card autos.
I didn't know you were going to say you knew someone who worked at that Dollar Tree.
No, luckily the Dodgers don't play in Arizona, do they? They play in Florida.
I honestly didn't see where it was. I need to look now. Could you imagine? That would be the absolute. You get caught, and then you have to show up the next day to practice.
Hey, remember? Hey, what happened to Brett Favre? Remember Brett Favre when he?
Yeah.
Brett Favre has rings and shit, though. You know, at that
And he was
point,
retired.
yeah, Brett Favre could show some dick and get away with it. Apparently,
Hey, it came out of his Levi's, man.
dude, he doesn't look right to me right now. Like he's definitely on some fucking juice and some other stuff. He just doesn't.
He's on TRT like fucking Rogan and stuff.
He just doesn't look right to me. I look at him, I'm like, there's something wrong with him. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Did you guys see the Rashard Evans Rogan?
I did. He's all in the psychedelics now. Mushrooms.
Bro, that change, dude, that was one of the best interviews I've ever seen because the change in Rashard Evans was so noticeable. It was unreal, man.
Oh, he's like a yogi now. He's all hippie and stuff.
He's super hippied out, dude. And that dude's taking 10-gram mushroom trips. Dude,
What?
that is so heroic. That
Yeah.
is like beyond heroic, dude.
What
10 grams?
10-gram trips. He averages 5 to 10 grams per trip. And dude, oh my God, bro.
And
No thanks.
he did that MEO. What is that? MEO.
5-MeO. He did the toad medicine, the same shit that I'm getting. Yeah.
Tyson.
You
did that
gotta
too.
hook up on that. That scares the shit out of me.
You're doing the toad?
I would have done
Bro,
the code when I was 25. I would have done
Yeah,
25.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the Mike Tyson podcast?
I did.
Hot Boxing?
Oh yeah. So
He's huge into the toad, dude. He's done it like 10 times.
we'll talk after the show about the toad.
That's that's interesting.
That's a big part of my life right now, man. I think that once they legalize,
Is that for the migraines, my friend?
That's for the migraines, yeah.
Huh.
Dude, I was real close
Yeah.
to getting shrooms for my migraines one time.
Let me tell you what psychedelics do.
Dude, shrooms are illegal in Denver right now.
Yeah.
You can
No, but,
no prosecution, right?
I got
Yeah.
fucking cluster headaches, and like the number one thing they say besides like oxygen is shrooms.
Yeah, psychedelics will fix broken, like they'll reconnect the synapses in your brain when you have broken synapses and things that are fucked up. That's why it helps not cure, but it helps people with PTSD, like vets and stuff. It's a game changer.
It allows people to be happy again, from what I've read.
It's called a
Stranger.
reset.
Well, it also opens like this pathway to your thinking and stuff too.
Yeah,
It teaches you go to such a dark place for so long, you find no joy in anything, and then your brain realizes how to have fun again. And like you said, it's more of it's a reflex. It's kind of retraining your brain that it's okay, that life's about joy, and that's what life's about.
The most important thing that when I try to talk to people about psychedelics that are like against drugs, I like to throw up this fact. They did a study, I think it was in Mexico, because Mexico made DMT legal in rehab centers because it's got like an 80% success rate for opiate addiction. But it's also got like an 80% success rate. So when people are afraid of dying and they have a terminal disease, they give them some toad medicine, and it's like 99% of them are no longer afraid of death after having a DMT experience.
Dude, go and listen to the early episodes of Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
They talk all about it.
yeah.
Wait,
So-
80% for opioids.
Yes. Yeah.
So the thousands of dollars a month shot is 20% effective. Just I happened to be watching and reading about it the other day
Yeah.
with a
So-
bajillion side effects.
Oh, man.
I
For
can't
those
believe
that are
he's
not
not-
aware. I'm a medical professional. to some
And here's
degree.
why these things aren't legal, and we all know it's the same thing with cannabis. The medical industry is making gazillions of dollars off of selling bunk medicine, i.e., chemo medicine, right? The majority,
RSO fucking work as
Yeah.
good, if not better, in chemo. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's certain cancers that,
Of course.
Yeah, there's a
why they
line
need
for
to-
everything.
they
That's
need to go hand in hand. That's what it's about.
You know what? And obviously, I'm new to the cannabis thing for my Crohn's. I mean, I don't think I've ever really talked about it publicly either. But
Yeah.
it helps me. And I'm not one of those assholes like, oh, it's a cure-all drug. It makes everything. You know what it does? It allows me to sleep through the night, and I don't. My stomach, and I definitely can tell that I don't have as much inflammation.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm good enough with that. If it that little bit of help, that's all I need it for. I know, but here in Oklahoma right now, as you guys may or may not heard, I mean, we're breaking records for the amount of. I mean, we 1 in 8 people now have a medical card. We have the most dispensaries per capita in the United States, over California, Denver, everywhere. I mean, it's just taken over Oklahoma, and it's starting to. And I'll be honest with you, it's starting to look like Denver right now, and I don't like it. I mean, the amount of. No, I'm
Dude,
dead
wait
serious.
till
I'm
the
not-
people start
You're gonna
moving
have to
in.
move
And
to fucking Indiana, Trey.
Dude, I'm not talking shit about Denver and Keith. I think he knows what I'm trying to say here. But I mean,
know.
the seedier people are,
Hey,
it just
what?
they're the migrant people. You can tell the people that they started in California, and then when Colorado got legal, they went there, learned the business, and now they're down here to try to get rich. That's exactly what's going on.
You got Generation 3.
Right. That's
I
what's
know.
going.
I know a guy that went to California and hit Denver and made a mint when they hit.
That's what's going on now, because I mean they knew all the processing, how to do things quickly, all the tricks of the trade. I mean, there's ways of doing things, and that's what and those are the people that have set up shop, and they're not Oklahomans, and I mean that's
Yep. Wait till people start moving in. Your house prices start going through the roof.
They already have. There's billboards everywhere on weed maps talking about how property values have already gone up 4% in the metro area.
You wait, dude. People are getting priced out of here.
Yep.
And that's crazy to get priced out of Denver, man.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
But
Denver.
They're all going to come to Ohio and Indiana, Trey.
yeah, have fun.
Indiana's Indiana's not even. It's not even fair to put Indiana in the same class as Ohio. Indiana's a decent state. You got fucking Larry Bird. They got the Pacers. They're a nice state.
Hey,
Fucking-
nobody comes to Michigan because Detroit's still a shithole, kind of. I mean, you were there, but me and you were there for that Tigers game.
Hey, all I know is that you have a fucking stadium that's built by Little Caesar. Like, it's the coolest. Little Caesar is my favorite pizza place in the world. I've talked to that before. You go in there and you can get crazy bread, slices, anything you want at any corner. The stadium's one of the nicer ones I've been to be honest.
I mean, fucking Tiger Stadium is a beautiful.
It's a great Cleveland. You know what? And I think my favorite. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cleveland Stadium is to watch a game. If you catch a game in Cleveland on the right afternoon with decent weather, I don't know if there's a nicer. Pittsburgh's good too.
I was gonna say nicer than PNC. PNC's pretty.
There's your Cabrera yellow.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
No, PNC on a beautiful night with the river and everything else. I agree, John.
Have you been to Little Caesars Arena now? The new arena in Detroit?
I do. You realize that hour, 2 hours I was in Detroit, it's the only time I've ever been to Michigan.
Oh, God.
Ever.
Fun, though.
Fuck yeah, it was a good game.
I mean, you saw all the smoke shows around the stadium, too.
Hey, yeah, I've talked about it. The Detroit was a sneaky city because I was not ready for that. I expected this. From a distance, I have bad eyes now. Like, you see girls and like Daisy Dukes, and you're like, oh shit, we're in Michigan. This is gonna get fucking real here in about 15 steps. And 15 steps, you still like, this ain't so bad. And then they get in your face like, holy shit, that's a Texas 8.
Yep.
Texas 8.
And I mean, you're going around, and like I said, I kept talking to Dino. I was like, I totally get why you're in Detroit now. It never made any sense to me why anyone would stay. Like, I watched 8 Mile like everybody else did. It didn't look like a fucking fun place to live.
That's true. That's true.
Texas 8. Jesus Christ.
No, it's funny. They just built Little Caesars Arena for the hockey arena and stuff, and it's ridiculous, man. Like they have like a gondola above the ice, and you can sit in the gondola and look straight down, like in the middle of the ice. It's dope, man. It's dope.
What's going on with the Red Wings? Are they just a bad cycle?
So I think for the Wings, it was my opinion was, I mean, we were on top for so long. It's like the Yankees, right? When you didn't have a salary cap,
Right.
I can go get Brett Hall and Chris Chelios and don't care what it is. I mean, the problem is we gave up all our draft picks for all those players back in the day, and then when the salary cap hit, we just drifted off, and then we just have such a young team now, and Jimmy Howard's just terrible, and it's like we're just regaining all those draft picks back, and like we got a lot of good people in the minors. They just need to come up, and then it's like it's gonna take probably 10 years, 5 to 10 years. But the problem is Dylan Larkin is in the prime of his career. He's not the captain, so are you gonna keep him? Or are you gonna let him go? Are you gonna make him the captain? What's going on? You got AA. You got some players, but it's like,
Do you do hockey cards?
No, I should, but me and McClay's on mute, but me and McClay, we talk about it. McClay does hockey cards and stuff, but I can't get into it, dude.
They're doing a hockey card this weekend. Did you know that?
No.
An event. Upper Deck's doing it. No, Upper Deck's doing an event at your local stores.
Oh, okay.
I saw it posted. I'm not into hockey, but
I'm big into hockey. I gotta be honest, like only having Upper Deck doing hockey.
That hurts.
It's like Panini doing basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is.
There's a show down at the VW Hall. There's this guy, he has a huge ass table of hockey cards and autos and stuff, and everybody just walks past. I mean, he has like Hughes and all these guys and Eichel and everybody.
I pulled this out of a blowout box.
Is that a Young Guns?
It's an Eichel Young Guns rookie.
I want a Connor. I mean, like some of those 3 or 4 guys, a couple
Connor
of the American guys.
Yeah.
I think what was the one? Was it Austin Matthews? That was
So
one.
that dude, I got a fun. Here you go. So I think you guys probably heard this. Austin Matthews grew up here in Arizona. So the team he played on, one of my best friend's son played on the same team. So I've known Austin since he was this big.
Yeah.
And we used to sit with his parents. And even back then, dude, you knew that kid was going to go somewhere. So we've been following that kid like crazy. And that dude is a serious stud in the sport. And him alone has made hockey a thing in Arizona. It's unbelievable how many kids are playing hockey because of Austin Matthews, one player.
Yep.
That's awesome, though.
Tyler Sagan's the same way. Tyler Sagan went to one of my buddies' high school, and he was, he comes back. He used to come back when he wasn't that big of a stud in college and playing like pickup games and just go. He would shoot the puck literally from half ice and hit the crossbar and go in from half ice. Just laugh, walk away.
Yeah, and that Poppy's a good kid because he comes back to Arizona all the time and he'll go and shoot pucks with young kids just because he knows, what it's like growing up in Arizona and playing hockey. And he'll just show up we only have 4 rinks here in the state, in the valley. So he'll show up at one of the rinks just on random. He's a really good kid, man. His parents are really cool. It's just really cool watching him. And it's funny because that's him getting drafted is what got me back into buying packs. I would go buy the Walmart tins,
Yeah,
to try and pull a Matthews rookie. But the sad thing is that it just sucks when there's only one company doing cards in each. You know what I mean?
Well, let's talk about it. Me and you talked about it, McClay. But like, if you're buying a Connor McDavid, you need to worry about the trimming now because that's the big thing. So if you're
buying a graded Connor McDavid, the chance of it being trimmed is like super high, like 35%.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
It's one of the cards that guys were trimming. So this trimming thing is really scary. We've talked about it before, and
I might have threw my card away. I think up here. I trimmed the card, and I'm not saying I did it professionally, but I might have threw it away.
so many guys are doing it, and that thing just got brought up against Probstein and
PWCC.
Yeah, pre-war card collector,
Yep.
and PSA and BGS are have a lawsuit against them, and the FBI and CIA is getting involved. So that's the scary thing, because that could tank this hobby.
Yep.
I mean, can you imagine?
That'd be my luck.
Dude, on the Mrs. Cricket, I can actually trim a card, and actually, if I put a pin in it, I could have a hockey card signed by Mickey Mantle theoretically, and it looks just like his signature. I mean, because it's all like, I just have to take his signature and scroll it down, and it's an XY machine, and
I saw that.
It'll look like Mickey Mantle's signature. I mean,
What?
Yeah.
And now they're able, they have to check based on pressure points on where Mantle. I saw that where there's certain people's signatures, like Mantle's, Aaron, a couple. They tend to get heavy on one end on where they sign, and the pen or the Sharpie kind of globs up, and that's how they're able to differentiate between that and some of that software that Dino's talking about. That is scary as shit.
Well, I mean, I don't trust shit anymore. Like, you tell me you're going to verify a signature, fuck that. If you have a software to tell me how the signature happens, there's some asshole that reverse engineered to fake it.
So I would have to get very creative, because at least I know on her gel pins, like the pressure points, when it starts, it gets a little like, it looks like a circle kind of, like a blob. So I'd have to get creative about it. If I was a scrupulous person, I'd have to get better markers and stuff to make sure it wouldn't do that. But I could definitely trim a card and probably put a signature on it, and I probably could say I'd be pretty good at it. I mean, and the fucking Cricket's only $200. It's not like it's a $7,000 machine or something,
No, I bought a mic. I mean, I bought that Trout's 11 update raw.
Yep.
I bought an Acuna bat down raw. I bought a couple pretty expensive raw cards. In the back of my head, you're just like, fuck.
You bought the Acuna bat down?
I did. What was it? Friday?
Oh, you.
I think I showed it in a hangout that I was looking at one, but that guy ended up taking my offer for $315, and I looked at it and it looks absolutely.
Did you get it yet?
It's not in yet. I mean,
okay.
It's shipped, but
the thing is that I don't feel any worse about that than a graded one at this point.
No, I don't either. It's just I really like these SSPs. If you look at these odds on those super short prints on these tops, and kind of the way everything's trending. I mean,
well, the bat down is a SP. It's not an SSP, I don't think.
But what's an SSP?
Super short print.
The SSP would be like the white pants Acuna.
I think you might be right.
I think the bat down isn't. Are you really?
That's bat down's a SP from the Series 2.
Yeah, Series 2.
I thought it was an
Pretty
SSP.
Sure.
It's an. I'm looking at it right now. No, that's a metallic stone.
No, it's an SP,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a super short print.
Yeah, it's only an SP.
The white pants one is the super short print from the update.
Have you seen what the Sapphire fucking Acunas are going for?
Mm-mm.
There's a bat down Sapphire. I mean, they're $5,000.
Fuck.
Yeah.
When does that Sapphire go on sale? Because that's only for this year tops.
Yeah, that's what that Phil Hughes has been opening like crazy on his thing. I think he finally pulled the Tatis maybe. Here's the crazy thing about the Sapphire, right?
Wait, is it for this year or last year?
Last year. So
what
it
is
just
this
came
year?
out. Sapphire doesn't come out till like way after
Chrome.
September.
That makes sense.
After Chrome, yeah.
That makes sense.
So we can still get Sapphire for this season.
For 2019.
2020, I'm talking about.
I don't think it's available yet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you have to be part of that Tops Club in order to get it. Yeah, in order to get the Sapphire at cost, which was, I think it was $60 a box, right? You had to be part of that special Tops Club, and I think they're selling for like $250 a box now or more.
How do you even get in Tops Club?
There was, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I was talking to some guy, and he said that he believes that when the Tops Club thing opened, they were only accepting so many people, and you can't get in it anymore. So that's why these boxes, so they had the Sapphire for the Topps Chrome, and then they had the Sapphire for the Bowman Chrome Prospects.
Is that the Montgomery Club?
Well, that's Montgomery Club stuff just came out,
Okay.
They do a couple sets every month or every couple months, depending, on the sport and stuff. But they just put out that Montgomery Club set, which looks like garbage to me.
Yeah.
I don't even see
But
that.
it's just got a stamp on it, right?
Yeah,
I saw
Sapphire
something for
look-
sale.
the Sapphire are just beautiful, man.
Yeah.
They are a good looking card.
And that pink Sapphire, ooh.
I know those are. I'm kind of a hypocrite because Acuna doesn't hustle enough for me.
I'm telling you, I'm really big on Tatis. I think Tatis is gonna be better than Acuna. I think his defense is.
Well, at least he plays unlike my boy Senzel.
Wait, what's wrong with Senzel?
Yeah, that's me. Senzel, I got that 101. I don't know where the fuck I put it. I got that 101 Senzel, and I don't think he's even gonna make the lineup because they got all those outfielders. I don't even think he's got a spot unless he plays short or like a utility second short kind of guy.
Golly.
All right, so here we go. Let me go over the hits out of every. So I've opened basically everything. And,
Nice.
here's
Let's see
the
it.
hits. We got the Xander Bogaerts bat relic.
Nothing wrong with
We
that.
got the Nolan Ryan short print.
Nothing wrong with that.
A Tyler Harrow. I guess these are the
Ooh.
pink cracked ice from the mega boxes.
Cool. I like that.
Oh, that's good.
We got a LeBron red, white, and blue.
Nice.
We got a Sekou cracked
Ooh.
ice.
Sekou.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pistons.
We've got a Nasir Little purple wave, I guess. Is that what they're
Oh,
called?
that ain't a bad card.
Yep. Purple waves.
We got a silver Nasir Little.
Wow.
I don't even know if he's playing though. Nasir Little.
That's one of those guys though. But with Lillard and all, if you watch Nasir Little at North Carolina, there's no way that he's not going to find the floor for somebody. He's that good. That's a good card. That's one of those ones in a couple years that could be something. To be honest with you, I got a lot of faith in Little.
We got the Luka Doncic, pink cracked ice or whatever they call that. I call it cracked ice because it looks like the cracked ice.
It is
in the
cracked
helmet.
ice. It is
Okay.
cracked ice.
Okay. RJ Barrett base. Another Luka.
Red? Oh,
Yep.
red cracked. So you got both retail cracked ice.
Yep. A Zion, just regular instant impact. A Darius Baisley, the pink. This is the guy that you were talking about, Trey, right?
Yes, he's a Thunder kid. He came straight out of high school, basically. He was the one that signed with LeBron's agent and got the New Balance deal as an internship. They paid him $1 million to learn the shoe business.
Wow.
And he was working out with the pros. He was supposed to go to Syracuse, but he was our first-round draft pick. He's 6'8", 6'9", left-handed, silky as smooth as shit. He has a ton of upside. He's one of those ones that when he plays, you can see that he has all the tools, and he's cheap right now. He's really, really cheap, and he has a knee contusion. He's going to be out for 3 or 4 weeks, and that was right when his cards were starting to
I
gain
thought it
some-
said 6 to 8 weeks.
It may be, to be honest with you.
It was long.
So-
I was like, holy shit, this guy's out for a while.
and his cards were trending up because people are seeing what I was seeing. So right now is a good time to start thinking about buying
The
some of
silvers.
his cards. Yep.
Yeah.
And when they start getting that $12, $15 range again, that's a pretty decent investment, in my
The
opinion.
Jaw Green.
Love it. Love it.
That's a
And
really
then
nice card.
2 base Zion.
2 base signs. Fuck,
2 base
dude.
Zion.
Nice.
Well, and you got, and then did I give you the base Zion in the box too?
Yeah, so
you
out
got
of the
3.
stuff Dino got for me, 3 Zions were pulled. 3 base Zions.
Wow.
You want to see me, bro?
Yeah, I
Badass.
have 7 base Zions now and 2 green Zions.
Sweet.
So I did good with the base Zion.
Badass.
I tell you, just send your cards to McClay and have him open. Fuck
Yeah,
Absolutely.
This is kind of cool, real quick. This is out of the top stuff that I opened, the new tops. I opened a couple of those. Got the Tatis Chrome turkey. And this is, just like Dino was saying, check your insert cards, see if they're numbered. This is the Vladdy stuff that they're putting in the Target, and it's numbered to 299.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
Yeah, so pretty cool. And then of course, you get a lot of the base rookies and stuff, but nothing major. I did pull this out of a box that you guys were talking about, Michael Porter. It's not a big card. It's a rookie ticket Just the non-auto. I think that's like the 1 per box blaster, the Porter.
Relic.
So, yeah,
Have
Relic.
you seen what he's doing in Denver? He's coming off the bench scoring 17, 18 a game.
People are talking.
Yeah.
I know that I read at one point in time that Cleveland was they were trying to work something out with Cleveland and a sign and trade with a Kevin Love deal where Denver would have got Kevin Love.
Garbage.
But yeah, I think Denver's if Jamal Murray would take that next leap, which everyone kind of thought that he was going to do this year.
So inconsistent.
Yep.
I can't believe we traded away Drummond. I can't believe somebody took Drummond, to be honest with you.
Well.
He's a stat stuffer. That's all he is.
You know what's crazy is everyone kind of, and rightfully so, I might add, after the Westbrook trade and we acquired Paul in that contract, I mean, we were getting killed. But if you look at the way our team's playing right now and how we're set up, the only way we're above 500 is because of Chris Paul.
He made the All-Star team, dude.
Absolutely. So a guy like him, he deserves that money. Now, is he going to be able to stay healthy for the rest of this year and the next 2 years at $38 million?
His contract's for 3 years more?
I think 2 years, and next year he gets $40 million.
Ooh, man. Good for him, dude.
You know, it's funny. I'm glad Devin Booker made the All-Star team, even though I had so many hurt to make it. I mean,
a lot of people in Phoenix are really happy about that.
I think Oubre is a better player overall than Booker right now, in my personal opinion.
No, I don't think so.
Hot take.
Booker's been hurt all year, basically, man.
Oubre can't shoot like fucking Devin Booker.
Well, you know,
that brings up a good question. Do you think Booker's cards are something to spec on? Because, you know, he doesn't get much looks at being out here in Phoenix, and, you know, he's a good player. He's just
a perfect person to look at with your question. The way you framed it is exactly the person you're replacing in the All-Star game is Dame Lillard. They have very similar games. You know, not a lot of defense, majority of very, you know, efficient offensive run at the point guard. Dame's cards went up a little bit after the playoff situation last year with the 2 victories.
And after he averaged like 50 points a game for like 2 weeks or something. Crazy.
But if you still look at his cards, I mean, they're still on par with like Lonzo Ball rookies, and they're just not that expensive and comparatively.
It's because nobody cares about Portland, right?
Yeah, that's why I can't get into basketball. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would do that. Like, oh, I like Lillard. I'd stockpile on Lillard, but it wouldn't go anywhere, you know? No traction.
It's the same thing. That's the thing about it is what's cool about, especially with all the parity in basketball right now, is you have a chance. I mean, if you do your research and you pick the right guy. I mean, there's guys like James Harden who sat on the bench in Oklahoma City for 3 years. Look and see what his cards are doing right now. Oh, yeah. Steph Curry, perfect example. People thought he was a bust after the first 2 years because of his ankle situation. You could have got his cards for fucking nothing.
And he went to Davidson, so you know.
And then, I mean, you can go down the line. Is there are people that after 3 or 4 years, you might not think about it. I mean, guys like Gilbert Arenas. I mean, there's certain people that the first couple years in the league doesn't necessarily indicate what their future is going to be. Jermaine O'Neal, one of my perfect examples. He came out of high school in 97, I believe, 97 or 98.
Yeah.
In the first 2 years, he never got off the bench in Indiana.
Hey,
never.
I hate to say it. Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe Bryant sat on the bench. And
yeah, that's because of coach, though.
Well, I mean, still.
Everybody knew Kobe was a badass.
Yeah.
But it's fucking.
But here's the thing about it, though. If you remember at the time, though, Eddie Jones was a fucking all-star, and he was a starting shooting guard. And he was all defensive first team at the same time. So I could totally see where Rambis would not immediately just want – I mean, obviously you see Kobe's physical talents and you know that, but you can't – if you're in a playoff push, which if I remember that year that they were, that rookie year.
It was what, with Eddie Jones? With the Heat, with Jamal Mashburn and everybody?
No, this is when Eddie was on the Lakers.
Okay, yeah.
And that was who was the starting shooting guard, and that was when people were pissed off and they're like, "Why isn't Kobe starting?" It's like you gotta get that. Eddie Jones is all first team NBA, defense, and Eddie Jones was a stud. I liked Eddie Jones.
Jermaine O'Neal is one of the first guys I ever really spec'd on in anything is like hobby. I picked up a bunch of his Topps Chrome rookies. Man, what a great set that 96, 97 Topps Chrome was, man. And I picked up a bunch of his stuff from that set dirt cheap because, like you said, people weren't thinking about him at all.
No,
And
he was
a high school kid, another one of those high school guys.
But what's funny is they also had one of the bigger. Didn't they get Al Harrington out of high school too?
Yep.
And Al Harrington had a very fine, serviceable NBA career. I think he played 12 years. I mean, made a gazillion dollars, but he wasn't. He was like a Patrick Patterson type player. If you were to try to correlate him to someone, he's going to play 10 years. He might score 10, 12 points a couple times a year, but he's just a serviceable guy.
So I'm going to ask a question from a rookie buyer stance. For a sport, what sport's better to gamble on packs versus gamble on players?
I like baseball to gamble on packs just because you got better hits.
More chances. Yeah.
I'm such not a fan of Panini, man, when it comes to opening packs.
You're not wrong. I've wasted so much money on Panini opening packs. And
the whole redemption card problems. I mean, I understand like the whole Kobe situation is a different situation, but there's guys who have redemption cards for 8 years out there who haven't got them yet. It's like
Luka. I mean, isn't there a bunch of Luka redemption issues too?
I didn't know that. That would suck.
And they call up like Tops. My uncle, he got a Tops redemption and they didn't have it. And he goes, "Well, we'll give you something." Well, he's got new back in the game. Like he collected in the 80s and stuff. There was no redemption cards back then. He's like, "Yeah, just give me, hopefully it's something better." It was some no-name prospect that's never played before, and it was like he had like a nicer card. It wasn't like a Trout redemption or anything, but still, I mean, he's not getting the same value back. I mean,
nope.
That's funny. I got in one of the Houdini breaks like 8 years ago, I got a redemption. And I remember how it was one that it passed due, but they had a late redemption website where you put in the code and they kind of did like a random and I remember I was so excited. I remember the same situation. I got a card. I don't even think the guy made it past I don't even think the guy signed with a major league team. That's the card I got.
God.
Here's two redemptions that are way past due that I still haven't talked to Tops about that I'm praying
they're killing
me something worth it.
Who are they?
Bisping.
Two Michael Bisping.
Oh, fuck. Those are good cards. That's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Yep. And people need to start looking at UFC that way with Hall of Famers and things like that. Because
John Jones.
This 2009 UFC, I'm telling you guys, if there is a UFC to spec on, the 2009 UFC has the John Jones. It's got all the Hall of Famers in it. It's got a lot of good people in it.
So my last hanger box, I picked up the Trout Yellow, another one.
Nice.
Nice.
I got two of them now.
Keith's luck is he would have pulled the reverse negative fucking yellow.
That. Fuck.
It'd be nice.
I gotta go find more Walgreens packs.
I'm so worried about these freaking redemption cards that I get so worried when I see one.
You remember my disaster with 2013? I didn't even get a hit. I called them and they said, "Send me the box, do all this crap." And they said, "Oh, it's more than a year old. You're screwed." I'm like, "Thanks."
I got one MMA card and I got the Cormier.
Nice.
That's a Strike Force Tops card, which is weird. It's a Strike Force that has UFC on the back, but
yeah, it's because they bought Strike Force, right?
Yep. Yeah. What year is that? Do you know?
It is a 2011. I mean, Cormier is a fucking Oklahoma State guy. I mean, that's all of it. And not too many guys are gonna walk around and say they were the light heavyweight and heavyweight champion of the world at the same time in fist fighting.
Champ, baby.
I mean, how could think about that and just be like, I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet in 2 weight classes right now.
Did you think I think Jones is getting the Jordan treatment with the judges, man.
Reyes beat his ass.
I thought so too.
And don't give me this takedown bullshit. That takedown caused more energy by Jones to get him to the fucking knees than it did for Reyes to get up. There's no damage.
And it's not like, no damage. He didn't control him really. He got right back up. It's not like, I mean, I understand like Rogan was saying after the thing, a takedown's a takedown, but if nothing happened, there's nothing.
Yeah, if I walk up and slap you on the arm, I mean, is that guy, they're going to start counting that as fucking damaging? I mean, seriously, that's stupidity. Now, if you hold him down, throw some shit, that's a different story. If you get like a dominant position and just bitch made the guy, like I'm on top of you and you can't do shit about it, okay.
Like a Khabib. like Khabib goes down and he'll hold you down for the whole round.
Yeah, like old school Randy Couture and Mark Coleman, fucking smashing machine type stuff. That's a legit takedown in my opinion, where damage is inflicted.
Yeah.
But if you just grab the guy and fucking put your weight down where he has to go down to one knee and he squirms around and back up.
Yep, that's defense. That's defense.
I
That's
agree.
defense. I mean,
And you know what's crazy? In wrestling, you're awarded for fucking defense for a getaway. So it's completely mind-boggling how in the basis of MMA, which is freestyle and Greco right now, with a little bit of jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, everyone knows what's going on. But if you get a point for a weird takedown like that, you should also get some sort of recognition if you're able to escape cleanly like that. Now, if you're getting the shit kicked out of you and 20 submissions and you get out of one, no. But in a situation like that, if you get out slickly or no damage, I think there should be some sort of point for that. I don't know.
I think who was it? Damian Maia was like one of the best defensive takedown guys on the planet. Like trying to take down Damian Maia was not happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Damian Maia is one of the greatest black belt BJJ black belts ever, man.
But even Rogan was saying like when Damian Maia used to fight all the time, I think he's still fighting. It's like, you know, he's like, oh, his takedown defense is really, really great. I mean, that means something. I mean, you can't just throw that out and not, you know.
So here's a quick question. We open all these packs. We get a ton of these, you know, the inserts, you know, the instant impact stuff, the hype, the emergent, you know, the basketball. Is it worth putting sets together of those and selling them? Or, I mean, some of these cards that aren't base,
I noticed
keep them.
I noticed that there was quite a few sets of the red, white, and blues being bought and sold on the blowout forums.
Really?
I did. I don't know why. It's funny. I saw that today. There's like complete sets, and one of them was sold, and one of them was still for sale. They weren't selling for a whole lot, but I've wondered that too, like on some of those insert sets, on like some of the rookies. But
yeah, what do we do with them, you know?
You send them to Keith.
I don't want them. Don't fucking send them to me. I'm gonna send you all my fucking comments.
Did you ever hear about the time I sent Sean the complete run of Supergirl 23? Paid for the ship and it's in like a 40-pound box. It's just shit comics. Ask you about it. It was the whole run of Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes minus the fucking variant.
Oh.
It was a giant ass, heavy ass box of comics. I remember I didn't know what to do with it. And I was like, I medium mailed that shit to Sean. Like
He probably got so excited and opened it and was like, what the
no,
fuck?
you know what he did is that fucker actually flipped him. I
bet he did.
I think he got like a regular 23 inserted in the set and put it on there for like full set for like $65 and flipped it. So jokes on me.
This guy's a fucking animal, man.
God, you know what's crazy is how long ago that was. I mean, that's 6 years ago.
I remember 2011, bro. That's when I came in. I came back into comics 2011, man.
Yeah,
a long time ago, man.
Time has flown. This last 6-7 years has gone by.
I don't buy anything anymore, dude, because I look at things and it's like, unless you're buying variants, which I'm not gonna buy Chase variants on Wednesdays, but it's like even older keys, it's just everything's too expensive. I mean, we're so I guess mindful of back in 2011 days when you could buy comics for cheap. I mean, it was ridiculous. No, you got that 181. Remember that guy sold that 181 like $6.5 for like $300. I was like, what?
We talked about that, dude.
Oh,
oh man,
that was my golly. That was my buddy Aaron from Tulsa.
Dude, if you didn't snag that on the Raz room, I would have snagged. I had like 2 seconds. I'm like, you fucker.
Oh, man. I remember I was when the post came up. I was driving to Norman. I remember I almost fucking wrecked trying to fucking type bot or whatever. I forgot or took or whatever it was. And I messaged him. I was like, "Is this for real?" And he was such an awesome guy, as if you remember. He was like, "Absolutely." Like he was only paid like $100 for it. I'm doubling my money. I'm happy as can be. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking make $2,000 off this.
Yep.
And I remember I pressed it and it came, got back like a 5, and I think I sold it for like 1900.
Yeah. God.
I miss Razin. We're gonna do
yes.
I told you we're gonna figure out a way to make that happen.
Yes.
I hate to say
We
it.
need that bad.
I mean, honestly, I see the Facebook groups do. I mean, cards. They're doing it on cards and shit. I mean,
yeah, we need to do it, man.
We just gotta figure out that when we talked about this kind of in both groups is figuring out a social media platform that works, because I like Mayway, Reward the fuck, but no one likes it. It's
garbage.
It's just they tried to be G+ and they kind of almost did it, but it's just it doesn't flow right. And I'm not gonna do Facebook. I've never had a Facebook page, and starting one up right now just does not interest me.
Facebook is not for everybody.
And I think Instagram's doable, but it's a lot more work.
The way to do it. It's a lot of work, but it's doable.
I mean, Jim Mintz made his living on Instagram. Let's just put it that way. Rats and shit.
Oh, I hate that motherfucker.
I mean, I do too, but I'm just saying.
That guy found a good niche though.
Yeah.
Stole our fucking recipe. Pissed me off. That was what pissed me off, is when people were fucking stealing our Raz recipe on the double on the dice. We did the dice, all that stuff. And you look, that is how everyone runs them now.
Yep.
Everybody runs them the same way we fucking invented it.
Yep.
That's cool though, if you really think about it.
It is cool, man.
It is cool. Man. You gotta, I mean,
that's what I think. That I honestly think that the way that CBSI happened organically could happen with cards in a similar fashion if the right people. And what made CBSI what it is and what it was the people. Like I said, and we talked about it. You had 40 to 100 guys on even different countries on every state in the union that knew what your wants lists were and would actively would look for it. And it's not like they found it. They would try to fucking rape you on price. They would get it to you what they cost them. And what was cool about it was reciprocated.
Yep. Yes.
It was always reciprocated. If somebody did something nice, another guy in the group would see that and then find something, and it worked really organically that way, where everyone was helping each other out.
Walker gave me a Batman 121 from Mile High for like $200. It was a Christmas like blowout sale. They were having half off back issues. It was like $500, and I got them to $200. I called the lady up. I'm like, "Is it detached? There's got to be something wrong with it." She's like, "I don't even know why they had this as a 1.0." And I pressed it, and it came back like a 2 or 2.5 or whatever. And I flipped it into a furnace.
Good job.
I think we all have one of those Walker stories where he's done something for us that he shouldn't have, because he's just the greatest fucking human of all time, and most of us are shitbirds.
Yeah.
So again,
how is Walker? Hey, I'm not. Is Walker doing good? I asked in the chat. I heard last I heard he got fucking attacked by a dog or some shit in the face.
I mean, yeah, that happened. But I mean, Tim, I've talked to Tim. He's
good though. Okay.
8 times in. Yeah.
That's wild. That is a shit. That's the kind of shit that keeps me up at night.
Man,
that's my kind of luck. I'm walking down the street and some fucking pit bull or something I don't see fucking jumps up and just decides to make an Oreo out of my face.
Well, you're in Oklahoma. We all got guns. Detroit. It's like, fuck it, man.
Dude, I tell you, you obviously know me. I'm pro gun. Our new Republican fucking governor signed this new bill where you don't need a concealed carry to carry now.
That's how Michigan's starting to go.
It's getting a little weird.
That's Arizona.
It's getting a little. You can carry a gun if you go through proper training.
That's my big thing.
I agree 100%.
That's cool with, but when you got guys that don't, and they don't understand the consequences and other things, that's a recipe for disaster. That's how crazy shootings and stuff start.
Yeah, and people are showing off their stuff. Like, oh, I'm going to show off my stuff, and that's how accidents happen. It's like,
that's kids. To me, that's childish. Yeah. Anybody that doesn't think that if you are carrying concealed, I almost feel like almost everybody needs to grow up and learn how to use a gun, right? Yeah. Whether or not you like it or not, the important thing is knowing what a gun is and that it's a tool, and how, that there are consequences to every action, including, how you handle weapons.
And my thing too is like, okay, don't give us a license, but make us go to training and then, show your training to the state, and they give you a receipt or something and say, it doesn't even have to be fancy, like a fucking photocopy or something, And
like I said, I'm conservative as it is, but I'm also one of those common sense people when it comes to gun laws. Fucking, you shouldn't. If you need to have a mental evaluation, there needs to be minimum wait periods. I hunt. I've been in situations where I've had a shotgun blow up and I not being able to get a shotgun. I understand that. But in this day and age, with the school shootings and the horrible things that are going on, only people that are mentally stable should own guns, in my opinion.
In Wayne County, I got mine in Oakland, and I didn't have to go through this. But in Wayne County, you'd have to go to a gun board, and they'd ask you a bunch of questions to get you see if your facilities were decent.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
I'm okay with now. The problem is once you kind of let those doors open, then I mean the hoops and shit people are gonna have to jump through are just gonna be more and more tremendous. But at the same point in time, if a gun means that much to you,
yeah.
Then if there's steps that you have to do, then that's just part of it.
Well, and you're getting, I mean, and then when you go to Clash, the guy's gonna coach you kind of like what to say. You don't say like, oh, I got a gun to shoot people, like I got a gun to like defend my home, or you know.
My professor, isn't a fucking professor, it was basically just like, this is what you need to understand is that the consequences, if you even if all these things happen, and you feel that this is self-defense,
you're going to jail, bro.
You're going to be in trial. It's going to cut all the things and that was what was really interesting to hear was this doesn't give you permission.
Yep. I told my wife, she was talking about it, like if she's at home, I'm like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, but A, you're going to jail, and B, don't talk to anybody. Just say
a girl might be different.
Well,
a girl could be, depending on what the situation is. But us four, maybe Keith's too nice. But us three, we're going to fucking jail. Fuck.
And don't talk your way out of it. Don't talk to the cops. Say, hey, I'll fully cooperate with the investigation. I just want to talk to my lawyer first. Because I've heard stories of people trying to say, well, I did it because of this, and that all that shit gets thrown back at you, and then, hey, buddy, you got a felony.
I don't understand anybody that talks to a cop. I got to be honest. Like, if I'm in a situation where a cop's being called, I'm not saying shit.
You don't have to. You have a right to be silent.
Cop situation's so weird right now because I'm one of the ones where I you couldn't pay me to be a cop right now. There's no dollar value. $500,000 a year? Nah, I'm good.
I play hockey with a bunch of them, dude, and I play hockey with a bunch of firefighters and cops. And dude, the stories, man, everybody's got a camera, dude, and it's like your shit's getting watched 24/7. And it's not even the people that are getting arrested; it's people who want to see the scene are watching from 30 feet away that you don't even see really.
Do you guys watch Live PD?
Oh yeah,
it's my fucking favorite thing in the world.
We used to.
And I'm just amazed that like the amount of people who run. That's what's surprising to me though.
You're not getting away.
3 times an episode, they either run on foot or run in the car, and I'm just like, could you imagine as a cop having to do 3 or 4 foot chases a fucking day? And worry about like when they're doing these foot chases, they don't know if they're hiding behind the sheds, all those different scenarios.
They have a gun. Yeah, my uncle, like in the 80s, he was a cop. He's like, if you run, I'm gonna shoot you. That's never gonna, He's like, and then what are you gonna say?
Absolutely.
I was walking into a Target. When was that, Dino? Like 2-3 days ago. I think I told Dino this. Looking for cards, and this kid comes running out full speed, and there are 4 security guys that are my size or bigger trying to catch this kid, and they're running after him. And I'm looking at these guys going, why are you even running? That kid's gone. You guys are catching nobody.
That's Barry Sanders and you're fucking Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah, it's not happening. I mean, these guys are huffing and puffing, and I'm just like, got away, huh? Yeah. And I'm like, fucking A, he did. Why are you even running?
See, that's the other deal is I know some cops, and they're not the greatest people. Yeah. Now, I know some that are, especially some firemen. So it's such a weird deal because I've been fucked with before. I've 100% been fucked with before by cops. And once that happens one time, you're that little bit of bitterness, it just doesn't go away no matter it. No, they're doing their job, but it's just like,
the way that I put it is, you remember when we were young, like in school, they would say, oh, when you see a cop, it's okay. And so you were young, you would see a cop, be like, oh, I feel
wave and shit. And like, yeah, absolutely.
Now I see a cop and I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here the easiest, slickest way possible, just so he doesn't fuck with me. Even though I have no reason to be fucked with most of the time, I'm still thinking that way.
Absolutely. It's, we're all talking about when you get pulled over and you have you didn't do anything wrong and there's nothing in your car and you're sweating.
Yeah.
That's not a normal fucking feeling. It shouldn't be.
No.
Like I remember I tried to like I don't know, I got in trouble quite a bit, but it's like getting sent to the principal in elementary school. I mean, it's like, you know that there's going to be consequences. But with cops, it feels worse. It's hard to explain.
Well, it's
we're living in fucking weird times, guys.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird, man.
If you would have told me where we were at as a country after 9/11, if you'd have told me in 20 years where we'd be right now, I wouldn't have believed it. There's no fucking chance I would have believed where we're at right now. We're so divided.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Republicans and Democrats, like, really the only thing, the difference was the abortion? Honest to God, like Roe versus Wade was that was the only thing people talked about. That was a
controversy now. That was a controversy.
And now it's turned into pronouns and all the crazy things. It's just, I hate it.
The problem is the divide. We're so on the opposite ends. And
we are totally divided.
And the problem, too, is like, regardless of whatever your beliefs are, if you're left or right or whatever it is, it's just the minorities that are just way on the opposite sides. I mean, the guys who are in the crazy left and the alt-right, it's just those are the narratives right now, and there's no middle.
They're the loudest. Those crazy ones on the right and the ones on the left, they're the ones that are fucking on Twitter doing 900 posts a day and everything else. And like you said, they're the loudest ones. It sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that cancel culture is what's thriving and
it's being woke now. Everybody's woke. It's like, dude, I'm who said it? Was it somebody on Rogan? Or no, maybe it was Joey Diaz. Maybe it was Gabriel Iglesias. Like, hey, I'm not trying to be woke. I'm just hungry. He like a Chick-fil-A thing, and everybody lost their mind because Chick-fil-A, is all, doesn't, very religious and all that stuff, and they lost their mind. And Gabriel Iglesias is like, I'm just trying to like post that I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and people were losing their minds. He goes, I'm not woke. I was just hungry.
I'm just ready for people. I'm really ready for people to say fuck it. And someone they were getting to that point where with the Louis C.K. deal, he's gonna be back doing comedy. Like I said, people they took their best shot to cancel him. And
look at Ari.
He took I'm not cool. Keith will shoot me. We're not doing Kobe stuff tonight.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. The whole Ari thing, we're not, for for reason. I think it's so ridiculous that this is the guy's MO every time somebody dies is to talk shit. Yeah. I mean, literally, like his posted thing is to talk shit. That's what guys do, and that's what they have to do. These comedians have to do. That's what they need to get their name out there, right?
Get attention.
Yeah. Yes.
It's all about being edgy. Who can be the edgiest guy on the planet? I mean.
Yep. Well, I feel bad because cancel culture, that shit's real, and these guys, that are getting screwed. Don't get me wrong. There's people out here that are assholes and that deserve it sometimes, but there's too many people out there that are just getting totally. I mean, their whole life's getting destroyed. Like, look at that dude what was that guy's name that was with Trump when Trump said, "I just grab her by the pussy." What was that guy's name?
The dude that did like the Entertainment Tonight show.
Billy Baldwin, right?
Whatever happened to that dude? Like, that poor guy was just there.
Billy
Bush, yeah.
If you remember, once the media pressure came on, he kind of flipped on Trump, and then like I said, it's just such a weird time today. Like, did you see the deal with Trump today, where they were interviewing about Mayor Pete?
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Would you?" Yeah, he goes, "I'd vote for a gay person," and most of the country would.
Yep.
You're the one that's trying to fucking make this an issue and divide people. We're not.
Did you see the one girl in Iowa?
Yes.
She's like, "Oh, he's gay." He's like, "No." It's like, I saw that. My vote. It's like, how? That's what that's the real problem with politics nowadays is people don't investigate and read and fact check their own stuff and like get support behind what they are. They just go around the narrative and read like 3 clips or read a 3-minute video and don't do any kind of, it's like.
Well, that's why celebrities have the power they have, is because most of these people are just, who's Brad Pitt voting for? That's who I'm going to vote for.
But you know what? That's the thing about it, is like Brad Pitt. I'm a Brad Pitt fan. Like I actively, I root for Brad Pitt. And then he says this fucking stupid thing in his speech for the Oscars, and you're just like, why?
And he didn't even write that shit. Somebody wrote it for him.
You think so? Okay, that makes me feel better then. Because
wait, what did Brad Pitt say? I didn't see that one.
Oh, he was like,
he was
talking about his length. He's like 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds longer than they let Bolton speak at the Trump
Yeah.
or whatever it
Oh,
was, and it's just
God.
like I get it, I get the quip, and I get the room that he was in. I played all that in, but it's just like there's a reason the ratings are the lowest they've ever been. We're just quit trying to. If everyone stops taking pot shots.
I mean, look at Ricky Gervais said it best, man. Come up here.
That was brilliant.
Accept your fucking award and shut the fuck up and go sit down.
Oh, and then he said that. He's like, oh, yeah, let's talk about fucking Epstein. He's your fucking friend.
Yeah.
And he's talking about Weinstein. You guys were taking pictures with him last year.
And the person like Courtney Cox, or not Courtney Cox, Courtney, what the fuck?
Love.
Yeah. She like comes out and says it, and her fucking whole her career's down the drain. Like, it's like.
Exactly. It's just so weird right now.
Yeah, it's scary.
That's why Keith needs to be president. Things would be fucking.
No, I don't know.
Well, that's another reason why these are so much fun for us.
They are to get away.
It takes us out of the crap. It takes us back to a time where we were kids and we didn't have a fucking worry in the world, man.
The other thing is it's a hell of a lot more fun to argue. Do you like Acuna or Soto or Trout?
Yep.
Than to talk about the shit that we've kind of just brushed over.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
I agree.
People, no matter who you are, you can talk about sports together.
Yep.
So that's exactly right. I think that's a very good point, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
All right.
You can't have a discourse. I mean, that's the problem. You can't have a natural conversation anymore. People
get angry. They want to get so mad that someone's opinion that they think is invalid. You never going to. Is that a Schmidt?
No, it's a Hoskins, but it's one of those home run. It's one of those home run cards.
Home run. Yeah.
What are those? Those ones where you scratch it off, and if they hit a home run on the game, you win something.
Yeah,
you got to pick the game.
I think everybody and their parents for every one of these are going to go. He's in the Miami Marlins because they're so terrible.
And what do you win if you hit one? I'm sorry.
You win
a special card.
Well, you get a special card, and you get a chance to win a grand prize drawing to the 2021 T-Mobile Home Run Derby.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Dude, if I won the lottery, I'm buying us all fucking tickets to that Tops thing. That
golden ticket.
Yes, that's gonna be. Apparently, Grippy's gonna be there. I was reading a little bit of.
Ridiculous, dude.
It'd be so much fun.
I think dude's got a what was it, Keith? Were you talking about? Somebody's got a gold card up right now.
On eBay.
It was on $5,000, wasn't it? Or was it $25,000? I forget. It was either 5 or 25.
$5,000 seems cheap.
Yeah,
I thought it was. Was it 12 maybe?
Because it was there's only like 25 of them, some shit like that.
Yeah, 25 this series 1, 25 series 2.
Okay, so there's gonna be 50 people.
So what's the next set other than this optic that we're chasing? What's the next set?
Keith would know because Keith was smart last year on the Panini stuff. He was. I kind of quit after optic and he was. There's like I said, the ones that had the gems, the silver and stuff like that. He was still into those sets going like the Immaculates and the stuff going into National Treasures. And I can't. Can you imagine what National Treasures is going to do this year? Like
oh my god, it's
Zion.
It'll be dude.
It'll be a 20,000. The 99 RPA will be $20,000 raw out the pack.
Yeah, but what do you got to pay for a box of it?
Do they do ridiculous. National Treasures on the website? Do they do the lottery bullshit on?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I don't want. Are you gonna?
Not your part, Trey. Not the.
No,
part
fuck Panini.
Yes, fuck Panini. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck Panini.
It's like the logo man with Kawhi Leonard. I mean, that was like what, $12,000, $15,000 for last year's Kawhi Leonard for logo man. I mean, you got to think about that. I mean, it's crazy, and like you said, the lottery system and all this bullshit. Hell, I got Rage Against the Machine tickets and almost didn't get
That's what I was gonna bring up, dude. I had 5 people today tell me that they couldn't get the Rage Against the Machine tickets, and I'm sitting there going, I couldn't get a fucking Panini box last night.
And you know what? We're all skilled at internet. I'm sorry to do the comic shit. We know how to use a search engine. We know how to fucking internet. And for us we had guys with good internet, mobile, to not even get to the cart.
Dude, I couldn't even add it to my cart this time.
Yep. There's just
it's ridiculous.
I waited 40 minutes on Rage Against the Machine tickets. It was like 40 minutes. It's like I was 8,000 people were ahead of me, right? And the bars just going to the front of the room. I'm like, I was waiting for like, it just all of a sudden went whoop, and I was like, and then I finally got tickets. I mean, I'm sitting in the upper bowl, but I don't care. But
were they 125 a piece?
Yeah, 125. That wasn't bad.
Every seat. Yeah, it was 125.
Yeah. Main floor was like 485 a piece or something. It was crazy. But I sat there and I was like, man, but
I'm glad I
That
saw him.
thing
I'm glad I saw him
fucking
back in the day. So,
They added a second show in Detroit.
oh, did they?
But you know what's
Wow.
here's the crazy part is you guys watch, and I understand the game. The top 25 breakers, notice they all had boxes and shit.
Dude, breakers.
I get it.
Breakers are getting hooked up more than LCSs now.
Yes.
Well, and breakers, or we talked about this, me and McClay on the last show. Breakers are causing so much PSA long lines, like CGC style, that when everybody fast passes on PSA, you're still getting your cards in like 90 some odd. Like it's taking 3 or 4 months, even though you're fast passing.
Yeah, PSA is
The
PSA
guy that we
Hero
talked-
times is a joke right now.
Doc Joe and I talked to the really nice store in Oklahoma, and that's what the guy said is that even Fast Pass, which a year and a half ago he said Fast Pass you would get them. I mean, door to door 9 days. He said was about average, and like you said, anywhere from 60 to 90 days right now, which that's good for the hobby.
Yeah, it's great.
But I told you because I bought into it my first break in forever, and I was on eBay, and they had a 12 case hobby optic break, and I got the Thunder team for $45. I was like, you know what? They hit a gold Baisley or something crazy, then I'm so far ahead. If there's 10 base cards, which he said they shipped the base,
Yeah,
I come out ahead. Well, the Pelicans went for $1,400.
$1,400.
Well, they hit an orange and a fucking 199 Zion in the same fucking case.
Oh my
probably probably 16 grand worth of Zion. And I was just like, whoever has the balls right now to do this and getting these and do these. I mean, if you hit it, I mean, you're.
Yeah, what are all the guys that strike out?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, which there are. But I mean,
There's going to be way more of those guys.
Yeah, but you figure in a case, the chance of hitting at least a Zion Hollow's
But how
decent.
many cases did they open? 12?
12 case is what this was.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Case.
watch that video. I put it in our hangout from earlier, but he's going through the hits and there's
What'd you get?
no giant hits. I think there might have been a but you know what, that I'm okay with that for $40.
Yeah, exactly. You're taking it's a gamble, right?
Have you guys looked into the subscription pack boxes?
Phil Hugh
Like
has.
boombox.
Boombox. Yeah, that looks interesting, man. You get
That's some decent
39
packs in it.
bucks. Yeah, you get like 20 packs for like $39, and
Some of them are hobby packs too.
they're all hobby packs.
Oh, they're all hobby packs?
All hobby packs.
I thought it'd be fun, and I'm thinking about doing it. When I ordered all this stuff for the podcast, I just haven't set it up, like different lights. Where the lighting in this room, this room is just not the right place to do a podcast. I ordered all this shit, but I really wanted to do it. I want to break a box of 89 Fleer and try to get one of the Bill Ripken fuck faces on can. I think it'd be fun to do and for some nostalgia. I think you can get those boxes for like $65 too.
I might have some at my mom's house. I don't know.
But try to do something like that. I'd like to open some like 89 score football.
Oh yeah, 84 tops football, man. Cello box.
There's 80 whatever the Dan Marino, John Elway
84.
Hey, there's
84,
84
yeah.
tops packs at that place in Moore that Doc Joe and I went to. I think it was $48 a pack
For
Dude.
cellos?
You know, no, it's a wax pack.
They weren't so they were just straight up wax pack. But
Dude, the problem with wax pack is you can open them and reseal them.
Yeah.
Dude, it happened all the time back in the day.
that was what was cool about 89 Upper Deck is that was when the game kinda
Correct.
changed.
It's like the
Yep.
packs like now.
I'll never forget and you guys, this was cool about us all being about the same age. Do you remember what it smelled like when you opened a pack of Don Russ or
Yeah.
the upper? They all had a different.
I remember the feeling of those
Oh,
first
the
Upper
premium!
Deck packs.
So the upper deck was so premium because
Yeah.
oh god, you felt like you were shitting in tall cotton.
Uh-huh. I love the dude. And that was the perfect time, dude, because that was when I remember just opening baseball card packs with my pops. You know what I mean? Like shit like that, dude. And that's why it again, I'll say it again. I think as humans, we gravitate to those things that we were doing when we were kids as we get older, because you know, when you're an adult, fucking life isn't the greatest thing in the world as compared to what you were dealing with, you know, 20 years ago.
Dude, look at all the reboots. Look, Mighty Ducks is fucking coming back.
I'm
Are you
excited.
serious?
Yeah.
Estevez is training right now in Anaheim or whatever on the skating rink. I mean,
Who?
Emilio Estevez.
Oh my
Gordon
god, he's
Bombay,
still
baby.
alive?
Yeah.
The guy. Hey, Goldberg will not be in the goalie.
I was
probably-
gonna ask, yeah.
Have you seen that poor fuck?
Oh,
He just got
terrible.
arrested.
Yeah, he got arrested.
He looks bad.
Bad, man.
That's what heroin and meth will do to you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man.
It's like Brian said though. At our age, it's just I'm at that point in my life where it's just I feel like I'm not but it almost feels like morbid, more. It's just I feel older and I'm more conscious about like eating and stuff like that. I'm 40. I mean, I remember back when I was like 10, 11, people were dying at 40 at heart attacks quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm in that fucking age bracket now. I don't feel like it. I look in the mirror. I don't see myself as that person. But it's hard to find a lot of joy for whatever reason at this age bracket I'm in right now.
It's because we work all the time and there's a lot of pressure.
Yep.
We got to pay bills and we got a house, and some of us have kids. I don't have kids, but
yeah. No, there's just so like I said, just opening a pack of cards, like you said, that's just even that 2 minutes of nostalgia and everything else. If it fucking takes you out of a shit day.
You know what's funny, dude? My wife, she wants me to go back into comics. She hates fucking cards. She hates it.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, dude, at least I know what you knew. You know what you were looking at. You know what you got in comics, and like you make good fucking money. You need to get back into comics. I'm like,
comics is just the game's over.
Yeah.
The game's so skewed now. I
mean, we
mean,
made so much money. I told her like before, like we got back together like a couple years ago. I was like, before that, man, we made so much money on comics. It was ridiculous. Like, I mean,
but you can still do it in cards. You can still do it.
Yeah. But she just doesn't like the fact that you're opening up packs. You don't know what you got. It's not like I'm buying singles. I'm buying packs, And I'm not like buying like.
You have to separate them. In order to make money, you have to buy singles. In order to, if you want to have fun, you open packs.
Exactly. And that's what I do. I just buy cheap clearance packs for the show because I don't give a fuck. And not like I'm buying hobby boxes every year, every week to open or something crazy,
No, but I mean, you guys, Brian was telling us, like I said, you guys were smart. You guys were doing all those, blowout form Christmas clearance and stuff like that. I mean, you guys, all you got to do, I mean, there's so much, all the different sports and superstars are now. There's plenty of those $120 boxes where you can get a monster hit out of it.
Yep.
Just
that's why I love those Bowman mega boxes, man, because
we stole those from Books A Million, man. Remember those?
Yeah.
You can buy cards on Books A Million.
We didn't open a bunch of Bowman for whatever reason. I don't know.
Couldn't find them. We couldn't find them.
That's true too.
Oh, you guys should have hit us up. We had Topps Chrome and we had Bowman's at Books A Million, and it were they $15, $19?
Yeah. Brian brought up something last week on our the Jason, the Martian kid.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I think I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna use the money. I'm gonna buy first couple of days when they get put on eBay, I'm gonna just bite the bullet and spend the $700-800 or whatever it may be. I think that's probably when the realm it's gonna be for an auto.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna do it because if you look at because if you look at it, it's probably gonna be the cost of roughly 3 boxes. Is kind of what I math in my head. And if you look,
I looked at boxes today and just the Bowman. I think Blowout wanted like
Blowout is
4 something.
Yeah.
So
okay. They set the market though.
Yeah, they do set the market. Yeah,
they're one of the
like
companies that's
287. It's 287.
No, it's expensive, dude. Like I was like, holy shit! Just the Bowman, not Bowman Chrome.
This is why I love those mega boxes. Those mega boxes, you're keying in on the 2 Mojo packs, right? The rest of the packs, you're not going to pull any hits out. But those 2 Mojo packs, it's like 1 in 4 boxes have a chance at an auto. And then on top of it, you can pull the numbered to 55, 25 Mojo refractors out of there. And Dominguez is going to be in those Mojos. You pull just a base Dominguez Mojo. Look at what the Acuna first Bowman or the Acuna Mojo from 2017 is going for. I think that's like $100 card, easy, just for the Mojo. Look at the Wander Franco Mojo in a PSA 10. What is that, like a $100 card?
Yep.
And that the 2019 Mojo stuff, I just bought a shit ton of them, and I'm contemplating whether I'm going to leave them unopened or I'm going to open them. But I think that 2019 set, the Wander is going to be. I don't know if he's gonna be the guy, but those 2 Seattle Mariners prospects are supposed to be really good too. The Julio Rodriguez and Noel Marte. So that's the only problem with Bowman is some of those guys you're waiting on. I mean, look at Pete Alonso. That guy was what, people had no idea about that guy.
You know what's crazy? You know, I ever tell you my Pete Alonso story? Like they played against Florida State played against Oklahoma State in our baseball regional a couple years back when Alonso was a junior. He was the player of the year as a fucking junior. And I saw him hit a couple home runs, and I go, "There's no way this guy's gonna miss in the major leagues." And in the senior year, he was the SEC player of the year, hit like 30 home runs, and he went in like the second round.
Yes.
And I've watched enough baseball and played with guys, and I'm not just talking shit. I mean, guys I played with in high school and little league played Major League Baseball. I played at a high level. And the eye test told me this guy was going to be fucking good.
Yeah. You know what a lot of guys are doing right now to spec in these baseballs? Exactly what you said, Trey. Eye test. They go and look at YouTube videos on prospectus and those things because those guys they have just tons of YouTube videos, these guys hitting. And they're specking on these guys that way.
You're able to tell nowadays. I mean, if a kid has a hole in his swing, for curveballs and changeup, if it's fixable, I mean
that's
where you're at with it.
That's
true.
So I don't know if enough baseball to do that. So
here's that Lucan. I bought these. Let's see if I can find them. There's a perfect example. This kid was at TCU. Is Lucan Bacher. It's a TCU kid. And he pitched up until he's just a stud. He's in the Cardinals organization. He's got a little bit of a road jam, but I watched this kid. There's zero chance he's not going to be a 25 home run guy, 100 RBI, 25 home run guy once he gets to the major leagues. I'll bet anyone in here $25.
What position does he play? I think that's important in baseball.
He's an outfielder. First baseman. So outfield, first base. He's a power hitter. I mean, he's
definitely want an outfielder or a corner.
Yep. Middle infield's too tough. Yep.
That's why pitchers are hard to spec.
Pitchers, catchers, and middle infielders. I'm not super high on them.
Well, it depends on the catcher. If the catcher can hit, right? Because
Piazza was, if you remember, Piazza was and Pudge Rodriguez. Yeah. And in the late 90s, early 2000s were very popular. But if you look at their values on their cards,
nothing.
Biggio as a catcher, if you remember, Biggio started out as a catcher. His values are grossly underrated for considering he's in a Hall of Fame.
But look at people like Adley Rutschman, the kid. That's
the catcher for the Orioles.
That's because he went number 1, right?
Number 2, I think.
Number
right?
2. Well, he was pretty high. Pretty high.
Yeah. But I mean, Joey Bart, the kid for San Francisco, that's coming up. He's a stud. There's a lot of catchers. They have to be able to hit, though. So very few catchers can hit. They're all defensive stalwarts. That Pudge was a defensive guy.
Molina.
Yeah, Molina. This Sean Murphy kid for Oakland. He's a really good prospect, but he's not going to hit very much. He's a stud when it comes to defensive. I think it's very weird how baseball pitchers and catchers their cards don't do well, but they're like the main. If you play baseball, what do you want to play? You want to play pitcher or catcher because you're always in the game. You know what I mean? You're always in when I was playing, at least when I was growing up, I always wanted to play catcher just because you know what I mean? You're sitting in the outfield just kicking dirt, you know what I mean? 90% of the time. So it's weird how it works, but I really think when it comes to the Jason Dominguez stuff, those Bowman mega boxes are going to be, but you have to find.
What's so crazy?
It's going to be tough. Bowman's going to be tough this year.
I don't know if it's just Keith and I took back 5 Prism mega boxes this year in basketball.
Dude, you should have held them.
Well, obviously, it was one of those deals. I had $300 worth of fucking mega boxes and opened $400 worth and never got a card in a mega box. That was, I never got shit. You saw them.
Yeah.
I mean, those mega boxes, for whatever reason, in Oklahoma were just so hard. I mean, I was just like, golly, I can't get anything. And then we're looking over at Brian, and he's opening up these Bowman, and he can't fucking open a pack without Vlad Guerrero Jr. autographs throwing themselves at him.
3 of them, man, out of those Bowman.
Good, man. Crazy. That's awesome. That's the kind of stuff I like to see, though.
Well, it's going to be interesting, and we'll talk after the show about this stuff because there might be a way to get a little bit of extra luck going into this Bowman mega box.
Ain't mad at that.
I need some of that.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, I think it's about that time. We're gonna, for all you guys watching, we're gonna be doing more of this. Make sure you guys go check out the Collectibles. It's one of the best shows out there, and we're gonna be doing our best to collaborate more with each other. So, and if you guys got anything that you want to open up with us, maybe let us know what you got, and we'll get you on the show. So
yeah, no, we appreciate you letting us guys hop on. We had a lot of fun.
Sure.
So it's cool. It's cool seeing guys kind of into the same things at the same kind of rate that we are. So
yeah,
whatever you guys need from us, please let us know.
Yep. So make sure you guys go like and subscribe on that shit, and we will see you guys next time.